Okay, so today's stream is going to be something slightly different. Where am I? Okay, so automating everything. Going to be something slightly different. Where am I? Okay, so automating everything. Okay, sorry, John. Okay, I had to go back to my stream to just see what the audio feedback was like. There's a slight delay in my stream, so in case it does get... Oh my god, my game crashed. It's a beautiful omen because I literally just started the stream and my game crashed. Okay, I mean, no matter. We restart the game. And this gives us a tiny bit to talk about the game. Okay, so what we have over here... I haven't played the game exactly, but I did open it up yesterday. And this is supposed to be a game about drone, which replaces the farmer. So dystopian in its premise, but it is cute in its own ways. And the main thing over here is that you need to code this drone to actually do what a farmer is supposed to do, I guess, using coding fundamentals. So let me start over here. Every time you run the code, harvest is what you need to do. It takes this, and each time you get one grid, I think it earns one hay. Yeah, so one hay. And I keep doing that. Now I have 5. So I could go down here to the tech tree. Yield of grass. I should be able to unlock a while. So a while condition, blah blah blah. This is Python syntax. And if you know me, you would already know that I hate Python. I hate snake case. I hate everything that has underscores in it. I also hate indentation. Anything that is like sensitive to indentation, I hate it. I like my curly braces, bro. I like my curly braces pretty much. Like, don't take that away from me. I know it's like pretty hard to reach on any kind of keyboard these days, especially with like smaller keyboards. It gets more and more confusing. But like, don't take away my curly from me. There's the only pretty keys on the keyboard, you know. Okay, so I think while while true, I press this harvest, it's just gonna loop through this single block infinitely because it's always going to be true, right? We just define the random value as true and we just run this down, down, down. Yeah, so this is an infinite loop. If I let this run, my hay is just going up and up and up. So profit where we are. I don't really know how to go to the next level. Yeah, so basically this is the equivalent of having a million harvest lines in a row because it just keeps repeating the same loop. This is a loop for this block. This block keeps getting repeated. Over here. Yeah, so that's happening. Oh, also, I haven't really tried this. Hold this for a minute and do a... Man, I hate underscores so much. Bam. Yo, you can actually hear the drone. Cute. If I do this, harvest, and then do a flip each time. Oh my god, he's trick shotting the harvest. 360 no scope. Essentially, this would be a really nice way to like have an incorporated delay of a certain amount of time in this without just having a wait command, I think. I like see what the is for. Yeah, so anyway, if you're actually gonna like make an actual program, this is something you want to avoid. So this is true. Like it's a horrible idea because it's never gonna stop. Especially if you're doing something low level, like on the system level, unless you like completely restart the system. Thankfully, there are kernel level protections on many operating systems to stop a program from like going rogue like that, just listening to itself over and over again. As in, like, this takes no external input, right? There's no reason for this to ever stop. So if the CPU gets caught on this call, it's just going to keep repeating. The beautiful thing about this game, though, is that I can literally start or stop this, right? I can literally start and stop this from happening. So it's not really a concern for us, an infinite loop over here. Line after colon is indented. Okay. So while this is happening, maybe I remove this so it's a little more efficient. I go up while I go back and look for where are my levels getting started. And so basically it does go from line to line. If I write harvest and then do a flip and harvest, and execute this line first and then go to this line and then go to this line, etc. So yeah, that's happening. And while this is happening, I think like the next upgrade I had was 300 haystacks, right? Which one was that? Yeah. Maybe I can do this for now. 20 more, it's a good investment. Oh, do I want the hat? I will leave this for later. Oh no. Oh, that was a mistake. Look at this. I'm no longer getting any hay. Because the drone is so fast now. I should not have done this. The drone is so fast now that every time, look, I am harvesting it before it's even done. Oh, bugger, bro. I shouldn't have done that. Can I like reset this? Yeah. Oh, there are F branches. Oh, you can check. Oh, cool, 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 cool. While true. So it can check if it is possible to harvest it. The if and harvest. Is this a function? Why is that a function? I hate this. I hate everything about this. We are back to profit. Great. So I did not foresee that happening, that it was actually tuned to the speed of the harvest. But yeah, so now it's only checking, it's only harvesting if it has already validated that it's actually harvestable. That's pretty nice. I didn't know that's possible. And the Boolean value. Ah, okay. Okay. Now let's talk about this one. Why is this a method? Okay, so this is a function, right? If something is this, okay, it's like, okay, let's take a language, for example. We have a language, right? This is the English language. The English language. Okay, and if in the English language we take a sentence like this, is a sentence. The verb to be here is a verb, right? This is a pointer or a subject or an object, whatever it is. This points towards something. This is a verb, okay? This is an article, so it's syntax. And this is a descriptor or a variable or whatever it wants to be, okay? So using the English language as a tiny kind of framework, we can talk about programming languages as well. So if we were to write this in a, like say, pseudo programming-ish way, well, the way that I would do this is I would have this with a pointer because it's pointing towards something, or an ampersand as an address, and the is would be a method, right? It's a function because it is doing something, a verb pretty much. So this is a verb, okay? And a, it's just something that points towards something. It's an article, it's syntax, it doesn't really matter, right? Why is that a singular character? Okay, that's not an add, that's an add. Okay, it's not a singular character. Sentence is a variable, so it says sentence and it doesn't have to matter. So it's like, okay, x equals 5 or something, sentence is equal to sentence, right? So when we're back here in our function, we take harvest, it does something, it does the harvest. Okay, this here, the can harvest, returns something. Every harvest, every function in a programming language can return a value, right? So we have something called I forget about harvest. Let's say, okay, run, right? If you run this, this would be technically a void function. It writing the run function, right? Not running the run function, but if you're writing it down, you would call it a void, because inside this function, right? I'm gonna have to use curly braces because fuck Python. Inside this function, we're going to have something like a blah, blah, blah. Okay, x equals 5. Now I return this x, meaning whoever calls this run function now has access to the value that was inside here. Whatever this was meant to be, right? Now, the beautiful thing about this is, if this is a void function, it doesn't really return anything. Okay, the harvest here may be a void function. We don't know. It might return... Does it return? Oh, it does return true. These are Boolean functions, because each of this, now if this is a Boolean is either a true or a false. Okay, so if this is returning a true, that means you run this function which checks whatever it wants to check in the background, and it returns x if it is true. All right, let's say that we validated this value inside here, and we're going to return the value x. So that is something similar to what's happening over here. So can harvest is not a noun, right? It's not a variable. So it's like, if you think that it's like a variable called can harvest, which is being stored inside the memory somewhere, and it is being checked on every loop, is what I assumed it was. That is not exactly what's happening. What's actually happening here is can harvest is a function with a bool return. Yeah, inside this, it's checking like, okay, it's checking okay, is there grass at 100%? 100%? If so, return true. Something like that, right? And then if this true is returned from over here, then this if block is validated as true. And only then will all of this run. So yeah, that's, I don't know why I'm talking about this so much. Like this isn't meant to be a learning programming stream, but I just need something to talk about. So yeah, so there it is. That's why can harvest is a method over here. The function, it's a verb, and it's running something, and something is being returned to whoever called this function. This if block over here. And then this if sees that this can harvest either returning a false or a true, and when and only when it returns that true, this loop is reiterated, as in the loop goes into this block and the harvest is functioned. Pretty cool. Okay. So now that we have 300 back here, each time giving us 2 per harvest. Cool, pretty cool. Okay, I didn't even know this. Can I write a new function just to like validate harvest by adding a new code? And I'll call this like okay. See what the syntax is for a function. Da, 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 da. Full harv. How do you write functions in Python? You know what would be really nice? If I could open up one of these functions. We have can harvest, right? We go over here. Documentation for this. Pretty cool. Takes 1 tick to... It's okay, so there is a tick. Tick is the set time that takes for each game logic to execute, or a single loop. It's okay, a single loop of the CPU inside the simulation, I suppose. That is pretty cool. Speed is nice, loops is nice, grass is nice. How do I write my own function, bro? Arf? Okay, it's not Swift. Um, Arf. Here, and here we say if and harvest. Return X for harvest. Because harvest is going to return a true, right? If the entity was removed. Then we return X. This is basically a wrapper on top of this harvest function. Now, while true, if I do harv, these work. Harv has never been defined. Cause a runtime error. Okay, that was my first error. You must assign a value. Must assign a value. How do I actually do this? Oh, is it called def? Yes. Unlocks the functions must be unlocked before this can be used. I haven't unlocked this. Where are you? Function, function, function. Please don't. Oh my god, it's all the. I need 40 carrots for this. I don't even have carrots in my grass block. This sucks. Never mind. We're not writing. Harvey, you're gonna have to wait for a while. If can harvest. Harvest. Okay. Yes, I'm not writing my whole new function for now. Great. Proceed. We're back up to 300 now. How do you proceed to the next level though? Bit lost, I can't lie. Info. What do I need? Maybe I need to buy a hat? Can't I iterate through this list? Okay. Now what the game wants me to do is maybe here. Here. Change my hat to hats dot gray. Oh my god, no. Ah, give me a traffic cone. That's bound to be cute. Aha. Cute. What am I supposed to do from here now? And oh, I need to unlock all of this before I proceed to this, or unlocks planting. Hands the farmland and unlocks movement. Aha, I need this. All true, move north, south and west. Surely there has to be if I can move or something like that, right? Okay, so now we are on the southmost block. I assume this way is north. Move north. Okay, I'm gonna put it inside this block instead of outside this block, because if it cannot harvest, if this returns a false, then it's just gonna skip this entire block and just move north. Like you're gonna see, it's gonna do the first one and then move to the oh. Is this actually as efficient as it can be? I think it's because by the time it reaches back to this, it's already harvestable. But if the drone was any faster, That's probably the worst thing I can do. If I have it in here, it's only gonna move upwards after it's confirmed that it has harvested this block, which I don't mind that. Right now it seems to be the same speed as the other one. But honestly, I think like this is a better long-term solution. Talking so much about a simple like if block, bro, like my god. Okay. We're moving north, and while we're here, unlock planting. Grass is nice because it grows automatically. All other plants have to be planted while the plant function. The only plant you can plant right now is a bush. You pass the type of plant you want to plant to the function like this. Plant the bush of entity. Whole. Okay. We'll plant a bush under the drone. All clear to reset the farm to all grass and reset the drone position. It seems that if you grow more than one type of plant on the farm at the same time, you can sometimes get a higher yield. You'll need to research polyculture to learn more. Interesting. Now, let's plant the bush. Here's the bush. And proceed. Aha. So it wasn't really a good idea. You know what I can do? Okay, so now it's waiting for the bush to grow until it can be harvested. And only then it's harvesting and moving north. Here I can actually save time by moving this outside. Yeah, letting it grow. You're just gonna keep moving until it finds something that it can craft. Great. That's pretty weird though. Like something about this loop is not setting right with me. See, what I want to do right now? Yeah, okay. Look at this. In this particular block that we have over here, we have grass that's being grown, right? This, if I harvest it, is going to yield me 2 grass blocks or 2 hays. But I didn't really go up by 2. That's because the grass didn't get harvested. Because I already planted a bush into the grass without harvesting it. What I want to do instead is I want to move this one over here, but only if it has already been harvested. Okay? And then it's just gonna keep moving. Okay, let's see how this works. It's working for now. I think I'm still going up in hay. Am I? No, I'm not. The hay is not. Why am I not going up on hay? Hang on. Cannot harvest. Okay, move north. I'm gonna restart this. It cannot be harvested. I'm gonna move to the next block. Okay, again it cannot be harvested. Keep moving. Not be harvested. Keep moving. This might be able to be harvested now. 99.83. 92. Okay, not harvestable. Not harvestable, I think. It looks too small. Yeah. Now this one must be harvestable, okay? So if it can be harvested, we harvest it. Cool. See, the thing is, I want it to be such that have the grass, we harvest the grass, and then we harvest the bush. I do this. Okay. So harvest. The grass grows automatically. Wait, let's see if Do I need A for everything else? Um, 100 more, 50 more, 150 more, 200, 300 in total. Uh, these, none of these are gross. None of these are gross. 1 billion, da da da. 100 million, whatever the fuck. Okay, so to get the top hat, I need a billion grass. Besides that, I don't really need grass for anything. Increases the yield of grass. Or do I need more grass? I don't need more grass, right? Because all of this is going to take around 400 grass and I already have like 800 stacked. So I'll come back to this when I'm maybe grinding for the top hat or something. Now I don't see any upgrades that need this. Interesting. Why would I need this? Know that this is cool, but like I haven't seen a use case for this now. Probably because like this is like the most simple farm that I can have. These three straight blocks, right? If I want complexity right now, okay, I'm gonna increase the speed of this. The lovely thing about this is look, so the previous upgrade for this was just 20 wood blocks, no? From bushes, yeah. Just 20 wood blocks. That means that was meant to be had on this stage of the game. So I'm just harvesting bushes right now, so my drone is meant to hit that speed. I can't upgrade this any further until I get to carrots, and carrots is not something that I have at this point. When am I going to get carrots? Oh, it's over here. Okay, leave that away for now. Expand the farm a bit. Need to traverse a square grid until you unlock sensors and operators. Time to do the for loop. Okay. For loop will run a set number of times. For I in range of 5. I hate Python. What is this? What is this syntax? Man, it's disgusting. Automatically defined at the fucking runtime. Okay, for I in range. I has no specific type, right? I can be an iterator, I can be an integer, nobody knows. So range of 5 is 0 to 5. In that range, I will just go. Okay, lovely. No, okay, because it's not actually 5. Range of 5 means 5 numbers. So 0, it's okay. In programming, the indexing is always started from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 numbers. Okay. For loop runs. Get world size is also available right now. It returns the side length of your farm. This way you can write on the side length of your farm. So am I only going to have square grids from now? This is only going to be... Okay. For I in range. Size. What was it called? Farm. Get world size. Wait. Before I get this, I'm gonna comment this out. Okay. And before this, I'm gonna say print get world size. See what is actually returning. Is it returning 3, 3 by 3, or 9? It says size length, but it's a bit confusing. And for this, I think I need to get the print, right? Okay, some more wood for this. Oh, that is fast though. Ah, I'm actually getting some hay. Oh, it was from the initial drop. Okay. But 6 more from 3 blocks that were there when the game started. Okay, I have enough now. And then by the print function, you can add breakpoints. That's crazy. Wait, I didn't buy the print function. I bought debugging. Okay. I have yeah, okay, I have breakpoints now, which is cool. I don't have to go step by step. This basically interrupts the program at any set point, so I can see like, okay, wanted to stop at this point to see what exactly is done with the code. Man, it's getting complicated. Bro, I can get the current position as well? Lovely. Okay. So I can get rid of the that for now. Yes. Where's my console? Where's my console? Debug. Directly into the air? What air? Three. Okay, so it's printing 3. I think that from here we're only gonna have square grids, because if it's only returning one number, that means like it should be usable for both axes, right? It would be pretty stupid if it's only giving the north side, like this edge length, because we're also gonna need it for this edge for the logic. Okay, so for I in range, at world size, we have 3. So from 0, 1, and 2, 0 is over here, 1 is over here, 3 is over here. Gonna check this, harvest, hunt, and the problem with this is, okay, so do I have break functions? I think I do. Okay, I'm gonna add something called a break. Okay, once this is done, okay, so this is the for block, this is the if block. So this bit of code, other, why did I have an error? Oh, okay, so this for block is all of this. This if block is all of this. If it can harvest, it's gonna harvest and plant and move. I'm adding a break here so that after one iteration of this, I move back here, right? I'm gonna say print done, something like this. Now we're over here. Okay, what I want you to notice is how many blocks did I actually get? It gives 1 when it's fully grown. My head is not working. Did it do 3 full? Yeah, I'll clear this whole thing first because it's bugging because I already have bushes. Let's take a look at this. Okay, count 153 bush. Each bush that's harvested would give us 1 block of wood, right? Did you see that? The only thing that actually got planted was this one. Again, it was checking in this here if it can be harvested. This when, okay, I'm gonna add a breakpoint over here. We are already inside this block. Okay, this grass is grown 44.6%. This one is also 44.6%. By the time I'm over here, we're at move north. It's already moving to the north now. Okay, inside this block, I'll go for the next one. It's checking if it can harvest. We've already moved to this one. So the drone comes over here, and that's the very first time that it actually can harvest something, is when it's already over here. And it harvests this single patch of grass, plants the bush, and moves to the next one. Now you can see why, if I had this like looping around, that it would never actually reach a proper harvest following this logic over here. Now I knew I was like, when I started this rant, I knew I was going somewhere with it. Now I'm confused myself into a whole, hang on. What I can do is just get rid of this one, right? I put the plant bush over here so that even if it is cleared, okay, we've just planted this. And now if I get rid of the break, okay, it's as fast as it can go. It's actually just harvesting the bushes. No more hay. But I don't think we need any more hay for now. I think the idea behind the most expensive thing in the game needing 1 billion grass is that we don't give up grass right now. We keep, you know, like farming the grass as well. Because it doesn't really take much time. Though I can choose to like ignore the grass for now and just plant bushes everywhere. Okay. So let's be clear. This block is only moving it up to here. Once this block is done, it has reached this point and it's done, right? Over here. This is one full run. It's done. Now what I can do is that instead of this, I'll say move maybe west or east. Now it should just I need to tune this to the speed of the you know how I can actually, because harvesting doesn't actually take time, I can literally just copy this over here, right? Now I should also get some hay. Takes like a tiny second more, but it is like farming seconds. But that was only one stack. I'm no longer getting any hay. Do you see how this is not exactly the same pattern every time? Okay, look at this. In this one, once it goes here, the first one it can harvest is this one, right? But okay, now it's actually in tune. Full. Once it's done with this, it's back down here. Don't actually need the grass. Go back to this. What? How come this grass being grown now? That is super fucking weird. Bro, my drone is malfunctioning. Let me see what exactly is happening. Okay. Okay, we planted. Harvested. Ah. Okay. What happens if I plant a bush on top of an existing bush? There's a cost for each one. Plants it under the drone. If it fails if you count it for one. Ground type is wrong if there's already a plant there. If there is already a plant there, it won't let you plant. So that's okay. I can just rely on this for now. Is there an if plantable or something? If and plant? No, that doesn't exist. Why is the grass actually growing? Between the time that it takes to harvest and plant, grass is already grown. It's literally the next line. It's just a bit ugly, but it is working for now. No, what I actually wanted to do is go in a snake-like fashion like this. How do I do this? I need it to move southwards. On the second. For that I need to use the modular operator, I think. For that I need math. Okay. Cool. I need to study you. Yeah, this game is quickly becoming a school assignment. It hurts. Debugging. So, what is this? Get pos X, right? Me just on each of this end. Once this is done, I'm gonna print get pos X at the X position each time. Census must be used. Why do I not have that? This. Where is census? Ah, it's over here. It's just 100 hay. Lovely. Okay. The drone can see now. Functions get position X and get position Y. Return the current X and Y position of the drone. At the start position, they're both 0. So this is 0. Every tile towards east is 1. This is 2. Okay. 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2. 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2. Okay, that's how it is. Okay, I can also have a count of my inventory. Cool. Initially I wanted to use this for something. I don't remember what it was for now. Maybe I can have a kind of function like a system where if I'm running out of hay or something, then I can plant hay, right? Plant grass. Aha! So I can also, if whatever I'm above is a certain type, I can make it follow a certain kind of logic. That is nice. No function will actually return a none. What's the fucking point of having a void function if it's returning something? Return null. Get entity type returns none if there's no entity under the drone. Hey. How can there be no entity under the drone? I thought grass always grows. Okay. So what I initially wanted to do was if here, if the get position X. How does if work in this? is equal to north if we get position x is divisible. Where is my percentage? Right? This will only say yes if it is. Yeah, okay. At 0. Dun dun dun. It goes south. Else. Move. Okay. Bro, this thing is pissing me off. Okay. Again, I hate this colon thing. Two. Why did it come all the way down here? Wait. It's 0, 1, and 2, right? Get world size is 3. So it's going up to here. What I should do is actually have it up to 2. I'm praying this starts with 0 index. What the heckity heck? Bro. I'm losing my mind. Okay, print I. I need to see what I is on each iteration. What about this one for now? A 0, 1, 2. Okay, it is 0 indexed. 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. Why did it come all the way back down? Here is my question. Oh shit. All right. This block over here, right? This one. I need to stop this from happening. Because this, look, my logic that I was trying to follow is, look, in the first column, the gate position x is 0. Okay. This one is gonna be 0. Reload 2, does it give a remainder if it is divisible by 2? If it is divided by 2. It's gonna give a 0, so it's false. What it does is it moves north. Expected behavior for these two. But once it's here, it should not move another step north. It tries to move another step north, so what it does, it comes over here, moves down here, because I say move east. And then now, because this is true, it tries to move south. It harvests this and comes down here. Like from here, it loops down, comes here. That is not what I want. Not very elegant, but I think I do have a solution. I can wrap this entire block if get was y not equal to 2. Do this. It's gonna work literally only for this. Oh no. What have I done? That is an abomination. From being an engineering student, I can't figure this shit out. How would I actually do this? The easiest way that I would solve this problem is by having a notebook in my hand right now. And it's something that I really don't want to reach for. I'm so sleep deprived that I don't want to start writing things. I would very quickly be able to solve this if I wrote that down. But what happened? Look, I think I see it. If I actually just move this here, right? What the fuck am I doing? I mean, it's working, but it's even uglier than before. Literally only the second one is working properly. Hmm. Yeah, I can just reuse this eye, right? Go over here. And the whole thing over here. And I only do this if I not equal to if I is not equal to get world size. If I is not equal to get world size? What the fuck? Wait, why am I doing this? If I is less than get world size. And now get world size -1. I think I figured it out. Yes. Oh no. Oh no. What the hell? How? What? Okay, it gets the first iteration right. Okay. Now it plants the bush. It moves east. Huh. It moves east from here. There's the problem. Bro, look how beautiful this is. The first iteration is so beautiful, right? Tap, tap. Okay. Like, it's so beautiful. But it breaks because once it reaches here, once it reaches the end block, it's supposed to be over here, right? But it goes over here because it jumps out of this block because now its eye is not less than get full size. Like, okay, eye does not. Okay, so up to now, what we had was only move north or south if it is in the first two blocks of that one column, right? So it moves north if it is here, it moves north if it is here. Here, it does not move north anymore. It just moves right. Cool. Now from here, it moves south, move south. Do not move south anymore. Move east. Move north, move north. Do not move north anymore. Go east. And therein lies the problem. It does not go specifically to here. It goes over here. Is there like move to a certain block or something? Hmm. Sucks. What I can do is just for y in range get whole size again. We do this. Let me just break after this. This is in this range. Oh, lovely. Done, done, done. Break after this. All of this needs to be indented. Lovely. I'll run this. I have a wizard hat. Why? Pass a function as an argument function. When did I do? I made the mistake and I got an award for it. Okay. Dumb, 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 dumb. Done. But that was actually one more than it had to be. Wait a second. Why did I need to put this in here? -1. Too much indentation. How much okay, start again. Oh. Because I was too much work. What is 0? Default size was 3. So 0, 1, 2. 0, 1. What the hell? I have to repeat this ugly logic again if I want it to do what I want it to do. I fully understand that this is nothing to do with the game I'm playing. I'm just going off on a side quest. Typical of me, but not really progressing on the game. Okay. So here, the Y thing that I'm doing, only move east. I don't need this. If Y is here, then move east, right? This whole time. Else, move north, and then we move north first, and then we move east. Oh, please work. Put this block and hey. Um, 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 I think that's perfect. Now I can just get rid of this break. Oh, let's fucking go. All of this because I just want to scratch the itch of this drone going a specific pattern. Like, it was completely fine the way it was. Oh my god. How satisfying that is. Now, the problem here is this is very big inner code. I'm pretty sure like someone who's like more versed in DSA would think of another solution for this. What happens if the drone is a bit faster than it is right now? Do I need carrots for more speed? Bloody hell, bro. Heal the soil and plant carrots. Yeah. Falling till again will change it back to grassland. Planting carrots will cost wood and hay. Oh my god. Okay, so hay is going to be a cost now. I can't really just ignore hay. Bloody hell, I only have 1000. How much does it cost for a single carrot? Like, me the wizard hat. I wanna wear my weaknesses in my head. Like, what's it called? What was it called? Hats. Bro. Wizard hat. I guess it's a wizard underscore hat. Fucking Python, man. Like, they wouldn't skip a single opportunity to not have. Oh, the clear gets rid of that spot. Interesting. Okay. Wizard moving around. Cute. I have a lot of wood. But I need hay. I need like a proper calculation, like, you know, like, okay, hay now. Like 1/3 yield of grass. 2/3 yield of bushes, for example. Something like that. But I always have enough raw material to plant carrots. Because I think like per grass, I get more hay right now than I do wood. Might need this later on. I can pet the piggy. We could wait to delay time. I get to the end of a loop. Uh, oh, this is flooring. Cool. The ceiling division? Where's ceiling? Bro, this game is quickly becoming super complicated. Like a really good test of like DSA. How far can you optimize your code, you know? Like it. Okay, now I need to till the soil and plant carrots. If I till twice without planting any carrots, let's just... Oh. This is only if items dot a and I is less than 100 and items dot wood is greater than 100. Okay. If... Okay, I like this. I like this. This will proceed to plant carrots until I have this much. Okay, 500. If I have not enough wood, else lf, right? lf items dot... Oh my god, I forgot the colon again, didn't I? Okay. So now I'm gonna have bracket closes except where? If I have items dot wood is greater than... Let's see. Now I have both hay and wood are less than 500. Okay. Elif. If the problem here is wood is dropped below 500, then what I want to do is plant the bush. Yeah. And 500. I don't like this logic, honestly. Less than 500. Plant entities of bush. Now, whenever we have less than 500 bush or 500 wood, I'm gonna first prioritize the bush. Else, plant grass. Okay. What? Here? Bro, what the fuck? Hello? Operators. Where is the end? Can't I do multiple comparisons? A bracket underscore close is expected here. What the fuck? I have to use simple... Maybe it's a singular and? It can only evaluate a single if condition. If one condition and one condition only. How to use multiple condition? Okay, that's annoying. Okay, in that case, I have to refactor this. Okay. If the items is greater than 500, and in that case, if items, hey, yeah, perfect. So if the items dot hey is also greater than 500, and I have variables, x is equal to 500. Lovely. Tell me it works. Works. Yeah. A carrots threshold. Oh my god, I did it. I use snake case. Okay, if the carrots threshold is no, this is Pascal case, no? If carrots blah 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 is 500. Okay. So if I have more than this, really I'd like to have a little more fine granular control. The wood threshold is this much. Let's say hay threshold is also 500. So if the items is and the items is and we can plant the carrots. Else if, right? Now we don't need an else if because now we're in fits inside this block. That means we have more wood. Lovely. And in here the hay is also da. If there is no hay, I think hay should be outside. I feel like hay is a little more fundamental for everything. I don't know how important it is right now. So I'll start with hay. I assume hay is more important. Later on, gay. Items do gay. If items dot uh, wood and the wood threshold, the items dot hay greater than. Why do I keep typing gay? Hay threshold. If they are both above the threshold, then we can plant carrots. Else if, we don't need an else if. Because when we're inside here, there's enough hay for sure. Else, plant the bush. Great. If not, plant the grass. I guess that works. I'm gonna separate this with all this like only plant carrots if above both thresholds. Else, catch up first. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's num items. That hay. Cool, I didn't know that. The fact that I actually wrote all of this believing that that logic actually worked before I got there. Unlocks the variables must be unlocked. Bro, go fuck yourself. Like, where is this now? Variables. Where is variables? Is it here? I need 100 million for variables? Did I not just unlock like... Fences. Fair. Oh, it's right here. I need 35 carats for this. Okay. I'm running before I can walk. $500. Actually, let's just do 800 for now. So we can see it working faster. Actually, that has to go 300. I'm going to do 1000. It's still 40, right? Carrots are growing. Oh, let's go. What? We're harvesting carrots. Oh, look at that. We're planting bushes now because there wasn't enough bush. I should be able to plant 3 more carrots now. Oh, we are staying afloat, lads. Thousand da 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 da. Now plant a bush. Let's go. Wait, why did it skip this? I think I want to use 35 cards towards having variables. Oh. Somehow it tried to plant a carrot on grassland. How though? Like it's literally the line before is till. Till first and then plant the carrot. Does tilling take time? It functions pretty perfectly. I mean, I like it this way. Can Piggy like stay close? Okay, it's not actually affecting my speed. I like it, man. I like it. I like the fact that we're following some more advanced logic. Look at this disgusting snake case. Declare a variable name b and store the return value of blah blah blah. Cool. Do not confuse the equal with the equal equal. Happens to everyone. Beautiful. I'm gonna set this. Both of these to a 1000. Actually, hay can be 1000. See, wood is so close to 0 though. So close to 0. Pretty weird how hay is. Why am I climbing in hay? I should not be climbing in hay because this should be also like towards equilibrium with wood. Wood is like at equilibrium, right? It's at 1000, it's stable. It goes below 1000, it gets planted. It hits 1000, it gets increased. If it's above, it gets ignored and used to make carrots. Hay should not be going up. Why is hay going up? Huh. I need to put a break in here to see when this is happening. Why is grass being grown? Weird. Okay. A little more elegant. There's no magic numbers in here. I am never actually going towards planting the grass. Planting just happens. The grass grows where the bushes get harvested. Why? See, this wouldn't really be an issue, but the problem is it's putting an unfair strain on the. So wait, look at this shit. It's carrots that are being harvested, but grass is being grown. And because I put a breakpoint here, I would know. What the fuck is going on? This is non-deterministic. If I like look explicitly, if this is not, if the hay is going below 1000 is the only time grass should ever be planted. Otherwise this happens, right? It always goes into this block. Look, where are we now? Plant entities carrot. Tilling. Does tilling take time? Carrots. Till. Takes 200 ticks to execute. Is this the problem? Right now, we just harvested carrots. What the fuck? Oh shit. It's tilling twice. It's tilling twice. Look at this. If it is already soil, it will change the ground back to grounds grassland, right? And then we had this warning: you can't plant a carrot on grounds grassland. We tilled it twice because tilling does not check if the grass is this thing. So I think all I have to do here is just if the what was it called? Above, bro, was it in census? If get ground type, yes. If the get ground type is equal to grounds dot grassland, then we till. Else we just plant a carrot. They should fix the grass growing, I think. Grass never grows on this, meaning for this block, I really need soil to be grown in there. I mean, if I really need grass to be grown in there, which is eventually bound to happen right now, maybe not. Why did we skip this? Why did we skip that? And grass is taking too much time. The carrots are taking too much time to grow. Okay, it's time to grow the grass bushes. There's no way this wasn't grown enough. You're telling me a full loop takes less than 6.3 seconds? A full loop is not enough for this, bro. For one full carrot harvest. 80. Yeah, it's not at 100. Okay, now I have the perfect time. Every time this is done, takes LS to execute. What is that? I think I'm petting this pig a bit too much. Oh shit, I think I need to fix the indent. What? Why is it running on all of these loops? Yes, pet that fucking pig. Spend some time doing love. Pet the pig. Get back to work. It's carrot season, bro. Ironically, I don't know if petting the pig is causing more inefficiencies or less. I'm gonna add a line in here that just reminds me for to waste some time for the carrots to catch up. So I wouldn't need this if I just made it a bit bigger. Yes. Oh, I want to see this work on a bigger farm, bro. Oh no. I need to recreate the logic again. What the fuck is going on? I never had the number, right? Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Move north, move south, move north, move south. That's fine. That's not where the problem is. Problem is in this line here where it says move east if y is less than get world size. At a breakpoint over here, let's see what the hell is actually going on. It moved north before it went east. Okay. Why? Why was get world size man? Something is weird. Oh shit. Alright. Okay. So initially we had this 3x3 block, right? So we go north, we went south, then we went north. We stopped at here at the end. So what we wanted to do was to come over here. Now, what was the best thing we could do? Go north, then go east. Because that would send you directly over here. The problem over here is we end on the last block down here. Meaning if you want to repeat this loop, we just have to go east. Oh. This should only be an issue whenever we have east, I mean in even number of blocks. So again, another if block for this. Get world size modulo. Nice. Modulo 2 is it is odd number. All of this. Else next. What the fuck? 40 twice. I need a more elegant solution than this. Like this is a million if blocks. If you're like low level designing in this kind of this is not an elegant solution in the least. But at least on a 4x4 block, the carrots have caught up. It takes more than 6.63 seconds, at least at the current drone speed. Happens if I raise the drone speed. 50 carrots, I think I can afford that. I need to increase the grass yield bushes. Oh, you can't really increase bush. I can plant trees instead. Trees first. Get wood dimension. They give 5 wood each. They can, like bushes, data. Trees have some space and planting them right next to each other will slow down their growth. Their growth time can be doubled for each tree that is on a tile directly to the north, east, west or south, but not diagonal. So if you plant trees on every tile, they will take 2 by 2 by 2, 16 times longer. Interesting. So trees can only be planted on a checkerboard box. Ah. This is 0, 0. This is 1, 1. This is 3, 2, 2. This is 3, 3, right? This should be avoided because x is not equal to y. Okay, x is equal to y on this line. On this line also a tree can be planted. It's not going to be the most elegant solution, but 5 per block means I can avoid planting 5 bushes. Plant a singular tree. In here. Else if there's going to be what, 0, 2. If the difference between y and x, the absolute difference between y and x modulo 2, as in if it is an even number, because here look, x is 0 and y is 1, we have a difference of 1 between the two. Here it's a difference of 3 between the two. That's an odd number. If the difference is an odd number, then we cannot plant a tree. So we can just plant on diagonal lines, checkerboard like bishops on chessboard, right? Here instead of this thing, else if, right? Get position index and say Tag index. See, this is a beautiful name. This is a beautiful way to type something. Diag index. But since we are doing fucking Python, we have to do is diag underscore index. Ugh, is equal to get position x minus get position y. Okay, I'm gonna do this one. Just gonna make sure that every time you reach a checkbox, you harvest. That's gonna be a baseline logic. I might need to change this later. Say harvest every time in a new box if possible. This is baseline logic, right? This might need to be changed later. But for now, we go here and we say, do this diagonal index, getting bishop lines, right? For trees. Here. Else if diag index modulo 2 on 2, right? Else can't what? This parse is disgusting. Yeah. Keep forgetting that these are methods, bro. Look at that. Diagonal trees are growing pretty fast. Also, I'm making a sizable profit on this because I'm growing with trees. One full wood harvest is planting quite a lot. See, look, we're gonna hit 1000 soon. I initially thought we can just do one, you know, just plant trees and not bushes at all. But from 1000, start now. Holy shit, we're actually planting carrots as well. We went like plus 70 profit before we even thought about like planting the carrots. Earlier it was just what, 4x4 16 profit. It can be optimized a bit further, but I honestly don't mind right now. This returns true if n is even and false when don't. I don't need to do all of this, bro. What did I do actually? I checked the diagonal index. Cool, 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 cool. Oh my god, okay, that was an elegant solution. This is something I'm proud of. Look, that's a full harvest. 29? That tree was not harvestable. Keeps going out of sync. If I increase the speed... No. Parrots can't fucking keep up. You know what I should do? If the very first cell of a loop is not harvestable, look at this. Right now, the first one is not harvestable. So I'm harvesting around less than half of this. Here, the first one is harvestable. I'm harvesting more than half of this. It might be a better option if this is the case. pet the piggy ones if the first cell is not harvestable. Oh, should I? But I actually really like the tree solution, man. Oh, maybe I can increase the speed a bit. 500 carrots. Wee! Is this really the fastest I can go? Like, reversing? Oh fuck, we're out of grass. Yeah, from 0, max yield, it should be 16. No, we have more grass production, no? Yeah, 500. And to start planting trees. See how fast we can get back up to 1000. This is the most efficient way to plant trees. I'm so happy about this. Best wood farm. Right. I need to define a function for just traversal so that I can do like diagonal traversal. What I have right now, I would call it snake traversal. We're almost back up at 1000. Let's see how much I overshoot. Because I should start planting carrots soon. Okay, carrot time. Overshoot by 70. Yeah, that seems to be a stable like equilibrium for wood. Now we're back up to grass. Grass overshoot by... Bro, my system is in equilibrium right now. We are in a self-sustaining system. Fucking carrots are not harvestable, bro. How did this one get skipped? There has to be a point of diminishing returns, right? The carrot, I mean the drone has to hit like a certain speed at which like tipping over is not that bad. Right now it's so fast that it's skipping over certain harvests. But it's not fast enough that it, by the time it's harvest, like it's back on the, by the time it's ready, it's gone a full round and come back. So there's a little bit of like efficiency that we're leaving behind. That's bugging me. I honestly didn't think I'd enjoy this game this much. I really did not think I would enjoy this game this much. Okay, 500 carrots, we're back up. Like that took like what, 5 minutes? The cost is back. Great. 1000 carrots for speed. 700 fucking... Okay, code speed is also gone up next. Can I increase the carrot yield? Yes. Oh shit, no, it increases the cost of carrots as well. Bugger me, bro. Yield of bushes and trees. Yes, perfect. 100% yield. I think I need to increase the yield of grass next. I need 2.5k wood for that. So all I need to do now is just change the threshold over here. 2500. But to hit that, fucking look at that beast go, bro. Actual Chad. God. Look, okay, one full turn by the time it's harvestable. This one should be harvestable by this turn. It's not. Speed's like out of tune for this grid size at least. It's like having a car with one tire that's smaller than the rest, you know? It's bugging me. This time the overshoot is by 300. No, 30. How much was it? Okay. I'm gonna start planting trees. Would you, bro, this might be the most efficient way that I have. The only time it's going more than one block at a time is at this final box. The initial way that I had from here, it goes 4 blocks at a time and then one here. So each time it goes 4, 4, 4, 4 and then 4th. So that's 16 total like skipped steps. Oh, I mean on top of boxes. That's bound to have a time cost, right? Over here is just 1, 4. So it's like, how much is it? 400 times faster? 300 times faster? So it was worth it spending that time trying to figure out the snake algorithm. Next, I want to do like a diagonal one. Up here, da-da, like this. Okay, it's gonna start here, da-da-da, 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 and here. Maybe for tomorrow's stream, I'm gonna figure out that traversal. It's just gonna look a lot more like satisfying, you know, than this. Right now, it's already pretty enough, but yeah, increase the wood threshold to 2.5. How do I increase this? 1.2k. Bro, I need one more hay. One. Literally one more hay. I think I can do that by just restarting. Yeah. Bro. 0 hay now. Fuck. I forgot we're gonna start planting hay now. I'll let this run for a minute. We hit actually reduce this one to like 300. 400 is fine. Okay. Trees now. Almost perfect. Let's see. Can I catch up on a full tree run? Bushes have been planted. Oh fuck, we're back to carrots. Oh my god, we already hit 2.5k wood. Bloody hell. I did not expect that to be that fast. Okay, now 3000 on this. 2.5 on hay. I think, bro, this is insane. We're gonna go for 2.5 wood and then go for 2.5 hay first. It's gonna take like what, 1.5 minutes? Look at the speed of this thing. I'm literally only doing this to like watch the numbers go up, bro. I'm like, you know how people get rich and then they're like, you know, I need more money. Like I have no need for 2.5k hay right now. It's only to watch those numbers go up. Costing me 2 minutes of my time. I'm like, I want to watch those numbers go up, you know? How is it so fast? It's 8 per block, right? 8 per block, 16 times 8. That's 2 to the power 3 times 2 to the power 2 to the power 5 is 35, 64. 64 per run of this thing. Almost there. 2 to the power 3 times 2 to the power 4 is 2 to the power 7. 64, no, 128 per block per run. This garden is so pretty, bro. Yeah, how do I increase wood yield now? 4.8k. This is amazing. I'm doing literally nothing. My drone is doing the farming for me. I'm an entrepreneur. Farming. 12.5k wood. Can do that. We are pre-optimizing our wood and grass farming. This is 10 billion wood? Holy fuck, how I did not read this. Grow plants instantly using a fertilizer. Water plants to make them grow faster. Oh, that is nice, but I need a little more speed to actually hit that. I'm at my fastest. How much wood did I need for this? 12.5k. That's not where I am, right? K threshold. I wanted to increase this. Wee. Don't think I need this much now. Go for fire. Okay, now I have to research watering. The function get water returns the water level of the ground it is over. The growth speed of a plant scales linearly from 1x speed at water level 0 to 5x speed at water level 1. Ground dries up over time. On average, it loses 1% of its current water per second. But there is some random variance to it. Maintaining a high water level will consume much more water than maintaining a low water level. You can use water on your plants. One tank of water is automatically added to your inventory every 10 seconds. A tank holds 0.25 water. So if I use water, how much will it get watered by? Water level is 0. I have 6 water, right? Okay, I need them to grow a bit faster. Use them. 0.25. Oh. This is growing twice as fast as it usually would. My water is constantly at 0. I don't have any control over who's being watered. But I don't think any of it is like more than 0.25. What I can do, stop this for a second, get until like it's 160. Only increase, oh no, it does increase. Here, if the water level is below a certain amount, I can do it. Or also what I can do is only water if I'm getting that too, only if water 0.2. So the highest I could theoretically get is 0.19 plus 0.25 would be, well, how much is the next? Oh, what? Didn't have enough of it. Okay. Next water upgrade. Oh, it's cheap. Give me more water. Now, to get that water back, what I'm gonna do is increase the water threshold to like 0. Water. What was that? Get ground type. Fences. Water, 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 water. Get underscore water. If get underscore less than. Oh, the trees are growing, bro. Trees are done like one full run. And the carrots are also like surprisingly like still benefiting. I think there's still water in this. Yeah. I think hay should only be planted if there is less water, because I'm wasting water cycles on. Never mind, I already have a ton of water. I want to see the wood threshold drop again. Pretty rare, I think. I thought. Now that I have more water, oh no, the bushes are suffering. That was an overshoot of 1,000 almost. Holy fuck. This is a single this thing. Can I increase the size now? Yeah. Oh, little pumpkins. We're doing carrot farming. I want to increase the yield of carrots now. Boom. These are still watered. What is 0.5? And even for a 5x5, this is fine. The grid is so big that, like, even for carrots now, I'm wasting water. Even for trees, I'm wasting water. I think I have enough water now. What is the next grass upgrade? 0.5k. 12. These are already grown. Look, the trees are already grown by the time I'm here. And this guy can't get any faster. I'm wasting water. But like, water is not a concern for me right now. The thing is, this is as fast as wood can get right now. I think. 19.2k, hey. Unless I get there. Hey, gimme. Hit me. Oh, it is climbing so fast right now. I don't even need water. This is as fast as it literally can get. Rise up. Spiraling inwards. I don't think it's... Look, if I go from here... One. One. Here, and here, and then here, and then here. 2 steps down. 1, 2, 3 steps to the east. Same as 2 steps to the east. 3 steps to the east. Okay. Same. This is as fast as it literally can get. Unless there's like... kind of... anisotropy? Is that the word? Like a speed difference between north and east? But this is about as fast as it literally can get. Can't get far. But I want a bigger farm. 5x5 is not enough. See what upgrades we have. This. Sunflowers. I can buy sunflowers. I can buy pumpkins. I can buy fertilizer. I don't need fertilizer. Water is doing a pretty good job right now. Also, I think a better use of my time right now. Setting this back down to 2000. Setting this up to like 1000. Because then I can increase the water gain and just water. And just hoard some water, if I may. Yeah. Back up. 20,000. I'm getting a lot more water now. Spiraling is pretty nice though. I also remember the algorithm that I can use to spiral. I think I learned it in class. Yeah, there was this robot dog or something that we learned with. 20k almost. What was I saving it for? Oh, three. I can just really seriously just fucking go up on this and this. I haven't even like thought of doing any of this. Holy shit, simulations. Oh my god, people are... There's a leaderboard for this game. Same, bro. 62,000. Okay, 64. I want to see how of us hit that wood gap. Also, when I get more plants like sunflowers and carrots and stuff, not sunflowers and pumpkins and stuff, I don't think it's gonna be as simple as what I have right now. Like my logic is completely fine. Like, okay, if I don't have enough wood, go for wood. If I don't have enough this, go for that. If I don't have enough that, go for this, you know, shit like that. That is like completely fine for now. But the more plants I get, the more messy that's gonna get. I'm not really a big fan of that. But yeah, wood is growing pretty fast. Ah, I think if I use fertilizer, I can harvest plant immediately, no, indefinitely. What's this for? Under the drone by 2 seconds. This is some plants grown with fertilizer will be infected. When a plant is infected, half of its yield is turned into items that weird substance when it's harvested. Weird substance can also be used on plant, which is the effect of toggling the infected status of the plant and all of its adjacent plant. Holy fuck. So assume this one is infected. Okay? And this one is infected. These two plants are infected. I harvest this plant, I get some weird substance, and then I'm like, okay, I want to use that on this infected plant so that it's no longer infected. But then these ones get infected. All of the adjacent ones. I guess even the diagonal ones. So to try and save one plant, I will have to sacrifice 8 more plants. That is crazy. Why would I ever want to use this item? Yeah. This would only be a good choice if in a 9x9 grid, at least 5 of the plants. In a 9x9 grid, right? Oh, no, sorry, 3x3 grid. With the center plant being, holy fuck, we're already at 62. Okay. I was just reading this. Man, a speedrun of this game would be like crazy. Okay. Nice. Store lots of values with this. I can just alternate, but I like my logic right now. I don't think I want to use this. But this is kind of what we'd want to have, right? If you have more than 3 plant types. Why would I want pumpkins? Why would I want some flowers? 1k gems? 5k cacti? Dinosaurs! I guess they grow and they die. More drones. 2k gold. For that I need to go through... Right off. Oh shit. This is what I would have used to come up with what I initially had, I guess. The whole spiral algorithm, snake algorithm. Use one of these and no. This would still save a lot of like if blocks. Tidy up my code a little bit. Allows access to the cluster. Damn. So this is gonna get like, I think I'm like 70% of the way there to end this game. Maybe 1 or 2 more streams and I could actually finish this game. It's a beatable game, I can't lie. Not that difficult also, but I think there's also something that I'm missing. There's some level of overshoot of 700. There is some level of what do you say, optimization that I'm missing out. So it's gonna get pretty. Wait, I want a bigger one. I want 1k pumpkins. Okay, lovely. Pumpkins. Planting them costs carrots. What world that does make that? Sorry, I'm sleepy. In what world does that make any kind of sense? Okay, what's the overshoot for trees now? For 3000. Okay. 8300. And the overshoot for hay should be when I reach here. 900. Okay. Giant pumpkins. Yo, pumpkins might be really interesting. Let's take a look at this. When all the pumpkins in a square are fully grown, they will grow together to form a giant pumpkin. Unfortunately, pumpkins have a 20% chance of dying once they're fully grown. So you will need to replant the dead ones if you want them to move. When a pumpkin dies, it leaves behind a dead pumpkin that won't drop anything when harvested. Planting a new plant in its place automatically removes the dead pumpkin. There is no need to harvest it. Canned harvest always returns false on dead pumpkin. Okay, so I will keep that initial logic that I had. Okay. Pumpkins are fucking weird. Mega pumpkin. Interesting. Now it's a question of probability, right? Look, we have a 5. This is a 6 by 6 square. Okay? In a 6 by 6 square, yields 6 to the power 6 cubed. 6 times 6, 36 times 6, 196 pumpkins if all of them are fine. However, I will not get the mega pumpkin. I will instead get only 36. So what is actually better is to only plant this and this. If I do that, then it's 3 by 3, 27. Oh fuck. Hang on, I can increase my chances of this. Look, here I'm gonna get 27 pumpkins instead of 9. Here I'm gonna get 27 pumpkins. Here I'm gonna get 16. 2 by 2, 8, 8. So 8, 8, 16. And 27, 27 is 54 and 16. That's 60 pumpkins. instead of 196. But that 196 is on a 20% chance of dying times this many squares. This one, even if one of them dies, it doesn't affect the chance of the other ones. This is stochastics. This is crazy because my current math exercise is exactly this. So tomorrow I'm gonna, okay, if I stream this game tomorrow, I'm gonna actually go through the math of this and see what would be the mathematically the advantageous solution. If there's a way to not kill the pumpkins too, that would be great. But for now, look. Look at this. Let's just plant the pumpkin. Punk. Plant a punk. Let's see what are the chances of it actually dying. There, it died. This died. This died. Oh, but this became a big one. Oh shit. So it doesn't really matter. It still grows, but oh my god, the ugly pumpkins are like really disgustingly ugly. And it's giving me trypophobia level ugly. Is this really the most advantageous solution? Is it still finding squares wherever it can find squares? It's not that bad, honestly. Also, I think I have enough water to water the whole thing, right? Does this have a chance of dying with time? One. This. Let's water everything. I'm bound to hit that level of yeah, it's growing faster now. Though right now with this square, like with the pumpkins taking up more squares, my current traversal might not be the best way to go through this. Well, there has to be a way to change this dead pumpkin like model. It's disgusting. It's extremely rare that I would get like the biggest mega pumpkin. The way the things are right now. This might become a 9x9. Oh my god, one died. Fucking hell. What would be the most optimal? Yes. Eh. Don't think I care enough. Sixth man. I have enough water to sustain even this. Oh shit, that's a big one. Wait, why am I hitting this? 7 is not supported somehow. It might be because like I started this iteration halfway through. Like the loop started over here when the drone was over here. Literally just planting it, and this is only if my carrots are going away like nothing, bro. Need to recheck my carrot in. We will wood threshold, hay threshold, carrot threshold, and then pumpkins, right? Clearly the next thing is gonna cost pumpkins. Increase the yield by planting 2 plants next to the. Guess this one costs pumpkin. What would this give us? As long as you have power, the drone will use it to run twice as fast. It consumes 1 power every 30 actions. Executing other code statements can also use power, but a lot less than drone action. In general, everything that is sped up by speed upgrades is also sped up by power. Anything sped up by power also uses power proportional to the time it uses to execute it, ignoring speed up. Aha. So now I have to consider the speed of this thing. The remaining power of the. Bro, I don't even. Do I ever harvest this? Enough. Using all. Oh. This is crazy. The game is kind of crazy. But I can see how far I brought fertilizer for nothing. Like, what are the chances? I buy a fertilizer, the pumpkin dies, I use the fertilizer on that pumpkin which died, and then it infects all its neighbors. Or something like that. It's way too risky to be any kind of good investment. Oh, there's something for the next stream me to worry about. For now, I think we've gotten a certain distance with this game. 2.5 hours of stream. That's not even as long as I wanted to stream though. I only wanted a 2-hour stream. The game was kind of addicting. It was kind of interesting. You'd want to keep playing it. It's a nice thing to say, and it's not something that many coding games can really tell themselves. Yes, my drone is going. It's wearing a wizard hat because it was my biggest L, so to speak. I think it gave the wizard hat to me because I made a mistake somewhere. So I think I'm the proudest of that achievement so far. But yeah, let's see how much we can optimize this thing. I don't think this game is the kind of game that people usually watch on stream, but I really hope that it is something that people. That's technically my favorite kind of content. You know, like you're entertained, but you're learning something. Also, it's helping me refine. I don't mind, honestly. It's a pretty nice game. But yeah, thank you so much to everybody who came to stream. I can't really see anyone. But yeah, I don't really see anyone on my chat. So I don't know if anyone is here. But yeah. No, I just got a warning from YouTube saying, heads up, you might be under 16. We've detected audio on your stream belonging to someone else. Your stream may be temporarily blocked if you plan to continue. Ensure that the content owner has added your channel. The fuck? Who's... Is it Billie Eilish? Isabella Rosa. Bro, it's from my spot. Okay. But yeah. I hope my stream does not get blocked. GG's, GG's. Thank you to everyone who came today. Let's continue and see you guys in the next one.